you fucking nerds, and welcome to our first inaugural episode of Konami Code Smash. This episode, we're going to be viewing the third game in Left 4 Dead trilogy, Evolve, a team shooter that pits you and a couple of friends, or anonymous strangers online at 1 in the morning, against a lonely asshole who doesn't play well with others to see who is truly the hunter and who is the hunted. So let's all pay our $50 a year for our PSN network subscriptions and forget about the fact that we can play online for free on Steam and take a journey into the repetitive redundancy with Turtle Rock and 2K Sports, 2K's Evolve. First, we have the Assault class, your typical tank. Flamethrowers, miniguns, rocket launchers, all come standard issue with this guy. Slow moving, extra health, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. This guy's pretty much necessary if you actually plan on killing the monster and not just shooting it a million fucking times and doing nothing to it. A real noob's wet dream, count on the 12-year-old with the headset and his TV up too loud to pick this guy every time. Watch as he runs out into the wilderness by himself.
Oh. He's down this way. Oh! Bryce, help me. Revive me quick. I got eaten by a plant.
Be fair, he does have a lightning gun. +1, my dim-witted chum.
Use the lightning gun to deal great damage. Lightning can also chain attack groups of enemies.
The virtual manifestation of the Solid Brother. The tank's the kind of guy that spent most of his college years playing beer pong and having sex with half-conscious freshmen, having no idea his mildly successful Division II college football stunt wouldn't manifest itself into a successful NFL career. Oh yeah, and he has a force field. Always offering to carry the beer cooler to the river, every crew needs at least one muscle dummy to bear the brunt of the punishment. Might as well be this vapid motherfucker. Hell, put a miniature barrel rum around his neck, let him run in front, he can feel like he's a member of the pack. Looking out for every well-spoken individual is a monster tard like this. If you like soft things and aspire to 10 rabbits, play as the Assault.
Use the med gun to heal or revive teammates from a distance.
Second, we have the medic. No one wants to be the fucking medic. Not even my wife wants to be the medic. If you like being killed first, play as the medic. If you like tagging along, play as the medic. Hey, me too guys, says the medic. Her sniper rifle blazes. The beguiling crack of her firearm echoes through the canyon as she snickers, not realizing the futility of her actions. An existence based solely on pleasing others, consider the medic a sensitive giver and a good listener, as well as a loyal companion. Being the medic isn't something you simply aspire to. The role of medic in a group of hunters is thrust upon whoever shows exceptional flares and mediocrity. But you know, calling the medic as a hunter is like calling a Special Olympian an athlete. It's a pretty far stretch for the term. You damn near break it, and every time you say it, you can't help but look to the left or cover part of your mouth. The Motti of your motley crew, this one's definitely all about heart, and about as useful, but without them your powers can't combine. So keep the come along alive, won't you? Third, we have the support, the security guard to the Assault's actual cop. If the Assault takes the monster downtown, then this guy knocks on the door of the monster's apartment when he's playing his music too loud, on a Friday, at 8 p.m., on New Year's. I'm not saying he shat in the pool, but it wasn't that way this morning. It's not his fault he started balding senior year. Maybe he wouldn't be overweight and at the ass end of middle age if someone cared about him enough to cook him a real meal every once in a while, as opposed to, Swanson's Hungry Man's and 4-hour marathons of the Game Show Network's baggage. Guess what? He was the one acquitted of vehicular manslaughter, and he still hasn't apologized to the kid's parents. He's shield-toting bitch-made arm cannon.
Shielding your team is more important than dealing damage.
How the hell is he supposed to tell there's Egg McMuffin caught in his beard? With 8 more years till he's 65, this is definitely a run-out-the-clock type situation, but ironically, his forte is helping others up. By the way, being invisible is another one of his inherent skills.
Activate Cloak to revive teammates or flee the fight unseen.
Go figure. The second choice of that 12-year-old kid when the Assault's already been picked, and a likely future if he can't pass his remedial math class. Consider this a grim glimpse into the future of about 3/4 of Americans who can instantly be replaced by robots with flying heads.
But don't stray too far. Your body is vulnerable.
A tale as old as time. Hey, what do you call 12 credits at community college? A piecemeal arsenal made of laser drills and intestinal cancer from a lifetime of microwave food. Support. Finally, we come to the Trapper. Holy shit, how many of these fucking guys are there? Okay, so this one looks like a Louisiana native, lifelong member of the NRA, voted for Reagan twice. From what I can ascertain, the Trapper lives off the grid and spends most of his time constructing machine guns he produced from his 3D printer. Has most likely been stockpiling guns and ammo since the first Bush administration, and it's a good thing too, because that machine gun doesn't do shit.
The submachine gun deals little damage.
I guess snatching motherfuckers in bear traps, darting animals in the ass, and literally going Thunderdome on a bitch, compared to others, isn't so bad.
Shielding your team is more important than dealing damage.
Fuck, compared to others, this guy definitely rules Barter Town. Without the Trapper, the monster would most likely be roaming the wastelands in his nitro car, fucking the proverbial sad boy. In case it hasn't become painfully obvious by now, the Trapper's main role is to restrict the monster's movement until located on the minimap. Which brings me to my next point, Daisy. Part dinosaur, part dog. Actually kinda cute, but you wouldn't know it, because you'll be staring at her asshole most of the time. Reminiscent of Yoshi from the Mario Bros. Movies, this pterosaur turncoat is used for sniffing out the monster, so you can slay it before it fucking kills you and your entire team within about 2 minutes.
The submachine gun deals little damage.
Yup, still fucking shooting it. To me, this is the only class that brings any real uniqueness to this game and these hunters. A real genre-specific character that adds depth to the gameplay and game mechanics. Without the Trapper, there really is no way to differentiate this game from Left 4 Dead 3. So I can't completely fault Turtle Rock for putting out just another FPS clone for $60 that features better graphics and gameplay mechanics, pay-for-play online, and a fucking attempt to get me to buy $300 worth of downloadable content.
The submachine gun deals little damage.
At last, we finally come to the monster, who I can relate to because he hates birds. Jesus, Murphy, who'd like a fucking bird. All they ever do in this game is squawk and give your ass away when you're trying to enjoy a meal. Let's see, there are several types of monsters. We got a Cthulhu thing, a Hydralisk, something semi-original. Here's my monster strategy video. 2 figure 8s around the outside of the map while 4 millennials sit there scratching their heads, trying to spout out a complete sentence to formulate some sort of coherent strategy, or coherent enough for people who velcro their shoes instead of tying them, but I digress. You really need to slink around the shadows and pounce upon unsuspecting victims, like a trenchcoat sporting a mall flasher. Though I may talk a lot of shit, the monster is actually a pretty innovative gameplay aspect, and pretty much the main reason why I bought the game in the first place. Okay, let's see. We've got a sneak attack, check. Breathes fire, check.
Fire breath is ideal for damaging multiple targets at once.
Can leap like a motherfucker, fly, and shoot lightning bolts? Yep, it's got that too. This is really where 2K and Turtle Rock broke the mold when they made this game and brought us something new besides just another FPS. If I wanted to kill Nazis, I'd play Medal of Honor. If I wanted to kill religious zealots in a strange land, then I'd play Blood. And if I wanted to roam around the wasteland by myself for hours doing nothing and slowly dying of fucking boredom, I'd play Fallout 3. So I commend you, Turtle Rock, you titans of industry, you. Hats off to you guys for bringing us a new spin on a beaten-to-death genre. But I'm still left wanting. I feel a great soundtrack could have really rounded out this title and made something that was mediocre into something slightly memorable. So allow me, if you will, to present to you my interpretation of the Evolve soundtrack.